Machiavellian is Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot.
We used to sport khakis and chucks. Now I see homies flamed up.
Yeah, I noticed
I wonder when the game done changed up. When the big homies couldn't give it a
We started off selling CDs in the trunk of the car 16 years ago, and we just purchased the building, just bought the whole building. So it's been 16 years in the making.
The first time I got his CD, I didn't listen to it. I told him that. I kept it 100 with him. I'm like, K-Mac gave me your CD at football practice. Cause I wasn't listening to that. I was at football practice. So I took the CD out, and I popped the CD in. I was like, damn, cuz, it's hard. So I'm like, K-Mac, cuz, the little homie hard, cuz, let me get down with it.
I've been on mission solo.
What's up?
Ask your big homies, Kev Mac,
My nigga, baby cat.
What up, cat?
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. Top of the morning to you. No matter where you at right now, where you from, salute. What we seen happen to Nipsey Hussle the last couple days has been unfair. You know, it's been a terrible situation, very sad. A lot of y'all watched the funeral like I did via television, and it was very moving. And I know people need answers and people looking for somebody to blame. But I want to say this. Everybody blaming the dude Cowboy is dead wrong. I mean, if you're a true Nipsey fan, or, you know, if you got ties out there to the Crenshaw district, or if you know anything about the history of Nipsey Hussle, you know this is the one dude, the guy they call Cowboy, that y'all call Cowboy, is been a real day one for Nipsey, straight up. I know you heard Snoop Dogg speak.
First time I got his CD, I didn't listen to it. I told him that. I kept it 100 with him. I'm like, K-Mac gave me your CD at football practice. Cause I wasn't listening to that. I was at football practice.
And he talked about somebody giving him Nipsey's CD when he was at football practice. And he said, I ain't listened to it. He said the guy name was K-Mac. Well, K-Mac is Cowboy. Kev Mac is Cowboy, who, by the way, used to be a rapper his motherfucking self, who inspired Nipsey from the Crenshaw district, who was an OG also and was out in them streets. And he took Nip under his wing. And they called Kev Mac, his real nickname is Big THUNDERCAT, or just Big Cat. Nipsey was underneath him so much and with him so much, they called Nip Little Cat, Little THUNDERCAT.
My nigga, baby cat.
What up, cat?
So you got Big THUNDERCAT, Little THUNDERCAT. You don't name another nigga after another nigga if they ain't tight. That's how much they was together. You know, he talked about selling CDs with Nip out the trunk. He was there since day one. This is day one dude. Did anything Nipsey asked him to do. Sweep the floors, nigga. Go out there. Hey, hold this gun. Make sure nobody run up in here. Do this, do that, do that. Whatever Nip told him to do, he was there. You know why? Because he loved him like a little brother, man.
A close friend in the beginning of his career. Eventually, he hired me on his full time.
But here's something else I want y'all to check out, though. Check this out. When he was telling this story, how the guy came up and shook Nip's hand and said he was a rapper, shook his hand and all that, and they watched the dude leave, and they watched him eat a burger, and he said, after I watched him leave after he ate his burger, I went and put my food up. And then I was gone 3 seconds, and that's when he shot Nip.
Shook our hands, the dude went and got his burger, he left. When he left, I went and took my food in. As soon as I took my food inside the building,
I hit the break room, I heard the gunshots, started running out, I heard some more gunshots, and I ran out. Nip was on the ground, and
dude came back around the building busting, so I might have left Nipsey's side maybe 3 seconds. I left him maybe approximately about 3 seconds.
If y'all spend any time in the street, I don't mean you gotta be a gangster, but just walk the pavement of any dangerous street in the world, you learn to be street smart. The illest thing about what he was saying is while they was watching that dude, the dude was watching them. He waited till Cowboy left before he did what he did to Nipsey. You know why? Because he know Cowboy was Nipsey's muscle. He was the only threat out there in that parking lot because Nip didn't have nothing on him. He had shorts and a t-shirt on him. He was dead chilling, taking pictures. You know, he was leaving, actually. He was on his way home when some fans spotted him and wanted pictures with their little kids and all of those type of things. But he was watching Cowboy. Y'all blaming it. Some dudes got 5 and 6 videos blaming this guy. Let me tell y'all something, yo. It's some phony stuff. I was going to cuss, but some phony stuff going on with YouTube. You know, some people just trying to eat off of this guy's death. And people say, how can you say that y'all make Tupac videos? Well, first of all, Tupac been dead for over 23 years, or supposed to be dead, right? And we all true fans of Tupac. Fans. I even met Tupac. But some of these people tell you they never even heard of Nipsey Hussle before. Never even heard of him. But they got 20 videos about his death. You know, I've been a fan for like 10 years now. Straight up. And shout outs to the Arts to Dialogue, to my homie Art. Because he, a lot of stuff he wanted to say, but he chose not to say it. Shout out to Gonzo. Shout out to my girl, Koi Soldier, out there in the front line, who outside the Marathon store daily. And oh yeah, shout outs to my homie Rel, 313, who wanted to say something about Nip, but ain't feel right because he said he had never really heard of him like that. That's what I'm talking about. He said he's just, you know, my respects go out to him, but I ain't gonna touch it. You know, and I was a big fan of Nip, man. I'm blessed, man, because I got a chance to speak to the brother via his social media. Got a chance, you know, to send him a video I had put together for him for one of his songs he had did on the mixtape. The brother was like, wow. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, and shout-outs to my man, LT Hutton. My man, LT, the director of All Eyes on Me, or the producer, should I say. He was real tight with Nip, man. He taking it really hard right now. Shout-outs to you, LT. You got guys that never even spoke Nipsey Hussle's name, never heard his music until he died. And they making 26 videos and bragging about their money, how much money they made off it. Sickening, man. But the most damaging thing is they blaming somebody that was a true friend in Nipsey's life, and they playing with him, and they don't know who they playing with, because this guy, Kev Mack, is a very serious dude from the phone conversations I've had with people from the Crenshaw district. To the point, here's something else you don't know. See, everybody grieves differently. That night, the first night of the candlelight visual, when everybody was out there, you know, showing their support for Nipsey, anybody that came through there that Nipsey had a problem with, Kev was knocking them straight out. He knocked like 3 or 4 dudes out that night, straight up. Anybody come through, you know, he thought was showing fake love, or anybody come through talking to him stupid, or, you know, somebody he felt like Nip didn't fuck with, he was putting hands on them. Anybody. Did that sound like a dude that's being fake? And they say, well, why was he fixing his hair in the store doorway? Because y'all knew the cameras was coming. He was the only person out there. I guess I ain't want to look too crazy, but check this out. The man is trying to tell you what he saw. If he didn't talk, y'all would really have something to say. The brother just seen his little brother just get his brains blown out. And he trying to talk, trying to keep it strong, you know. And people crucifying him, yo. It's just, it's sad. I had to say that because, you know, people won't tell that side of the story. They won't tell who he really is. He's just a suspicious character in a black hat. Well, that suspicious character held Nipsey down in the streets. You know, if you're a street kid, you got a little team with you. Yeah, and there's always an OG there with you. And he was that OG for Nip. One of the OGs. It's just pitiful, man. And you know, a lot of people just judging everything they saw off that one, you know, little surveillance camera. But we ain't even see the real footage. There's a camera right over top of the Marathon store. You know, you hear Cowboy say once again, after he watched the dude leave, he wouldn't put his food in the back in the break room. So they got a back of the store. Plus, people don't know it's music playing. Nip music playing inside the Marathon store. He might not even heard the gunshots. And people saying, well, why he ain't run out there and take the gun from the gun? First of all, wait a minute, yo. Who the fuck you know run towards the guy with the gun? I mean, let's be real. Yo, I had a homeboy real fast. Talking about Baltimore cats, right? I had a homeboy named Spud. Down Old Town Mall. It's a like little strip mall we had, you know, in East Baltimore. Near Dunbar football playing field, right? A lot of y'all heard of the Dunbar Poets. Well, anyway, he would always say, watch this. He used to like to make a whole crowd run. Put his gun in the air, one shot. Pow! Like a stampede, like on a Lion King, yo. People 2 blocks away on the bus stop be running. One gunshot. So, I mean, it's just human nature. When you hear that lion roar, rah, people run. They don't know who getting shot, what's going on. People get out the way when they hear bullet, when they hear gunshot. Nipsey Hussle had the CD. Bullets ain't got no name on it. It's facts. People get out the way. Now, you know, if he would have known there was Nip getting shot, maybe he would have ran out there.
I just replayed over and over, and I wish I could have done something differently. You know, I wish I'd have never left his side, you know.
And like in one of the new interviews I heard him say, he said he was describing holding Nip, you know, while he was dying, praying over him, had his hands on his bullet wounds. Maybe the other footage will show all of that. But I'm just saying, y'all, some of y'all are wrong. Like, you know for a fact he set Nip up. Y'all wrong. What we do know for a fact is that he was there for him throughout his life. That's a fact. And, you know, I think it's disgusting for a person to not know anything about the situation, to make countless videos blaming a man that was a friend. That's wrong. Unless you have some definitive fact, you shouldn't do that. Because for one, you putting that man's life in danger, and you might be putting your own. It's real spit. Anyway, let me give a shout out to my homie Millie. You know, we talk about this a lot. And everybody, man, that's been keeping it real, keeping it righteous, dealing with the loss of Nipsey Hussle. I want to salute y'all as well. All right? Shout out to my girl Sam for holding me down. And let's ride, man. Put this video out there. Because that's wrong, man. K-Mac has been a day one for Nip, man. And y'all should put some goddamn respect on his name. He held Nipsey down in the streets. You know what I mean? Put some respect on that man's name. Oh, yeah, before I sign off, share and like this video. Do that. We working over here. It's your homie Gab. I'm signing off. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.
Machiavellianist, Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot.